talks here with Toly, and today is August 20, 2025, and we're talking about the main political events of this day and try to do some analytics and see what's happening. So guys, like my stream and subscribe my channel, and let's go and ask your question in my chat, and I'm gonna answer your questions and we're gonna talk. So the situation around, after yesterday's summit in White House, all about Ukraine, and everyone talking about the situation again, and the situation evolving really fast. So let's see what mainstream media say. This is the most important, and it's interesting thing what they say. Let me see. So BBC says Kremlin plays down Zelensky talks as Trump warns Putin may not want to deal. So now it's a serious downgrade, and Donald Trump told us about this, what maybe Putin does not want to meet with Zelensky, and we don't know yet what it means. But President Trump also told us what he doesn't have big expectation about this meeting, so it may not be successful. This is the main news of the day in this direction on Ukrainian war. So, but our media way more optimistic, and they telling us some details of what happened yesterday. It's why Putin is not ready to meet with Zelensky and may never be. CNN says so. CNN also took this idea, and they talking about what maybe no meeting with Putin and Zelensky. Fox News at the same time, Fox News says White House announces Putin agreed to bilateral meeting with Zelensky. So it's completely opposite opinion, and we don't know who to trust, who is right, BBC, CNN, or Fox News. White House also say what we're getting ready. We're preparing this meeting. We do a lot of stuff to make this meeting happen. So we don't know what's happening. And Guardian say Putin must tread carefully amid hyped up expectation of breakthrough. So you see, everyone say different things about this, and it's really interesting. Hi, Amit Riza. Hi, good evening. Give me a like and subscribe my channel. Yeah, guys, don't forget to like me. So the situation is really interesting, and it looks like people really don't understand what's happening, and it's weird. And the only newsmaker is President Trump, and he today doesn't talk much about situation in Ukraine. He delve in our local American stuff, and he continue his operation in Washington D.C. and he is doing something new started, because you know what's happened today. It's 37 high-ranked national security officials. So Trump administration revokes security clearances from them, and this is big deal here. Hi, Baram Verma, how are you? Country, my country is good. I'm here in Los Angeles in the United States, so give me a like, guys. No one like here, I'm talking. So let's think about again about this Ukrainian situation and what's happening. And it looks like Zelensky really agreed to the most of conditions Trump told him, and European leaders also agreed, because they did not look happy after meeting in White House, but they accepted everything President Trump told them. And I think this is the main event. And now it's echo here about this political explosion. And what really have to say, it's only a few days, Alaska summit, when President Trump met Putin in Alaska. And on Monday, it was big summit in White House, where almost all European leaders, plus President Zelensky of Ukraine. And now, today, President Trump just switched his attention to internal matters in the United States, and all media continue to discuss Ukrainian problem, Ukrainian war. So, how do you think, guys, if we're close to peace or no, or war gonna continue? Tell me please in chat. It's really important. I wanna hear your opinion. I think the peace deal is not close yet because, you know, everyone trying to pull the blanket on their side. We just, you know, we want President Trump be happy. And that's why we're here, we're talking a lot of stuff. We tell President Trump is great and everything like this, but I don't know if we're really ready to move. How you doing? I can't read. Shed Let's 7. I'm good, and how are you? Give me your like and subscribe my channel. It's really nice what you hear, guys. I really appreciate your questions here. So ask your questions. Let's talk, guys. Let's talk. It's really, you know, historical time we live now, and events are moving really fast. Every day something new happening, and usually this process taking years. Now President Trump doing it in days, guys, in days. And we will see if the war really gonna stop. And you know, today President Trump called to Prime Minister of Hungary, Viktor Orban. This is the person in Europe, Prime Minister of one of European countries, who is opposing to European government, and he supports Putin. And this Orban, Viktor Orban, he never agreed Ukraine to become a member of European Union. And this is to become a member of European Union. It was the main target for Ukraine. Are Trump making America great again in hell? No, why in hell? He is doing so. At least he is doing something, you know. He is doing a lot, but we don't like how he does it. But I think it's right direction where he lead us. So I think it's also part of the deal, and we start talking about security guarantees to Ukraine. Sure, Trump might not be bad, but honestly, he is barely doing anything physically in the country. His style is very weird. This is what I should say. But I'm sure deep inside he is a very experienced man. You know, he is adult guy, senior guy. He is almost 80 years old, and he remembers Soviet Union. He visited Soviet Union. He saw it with his own eyes. He knows what he is dealing with. This is what I should say. Not many people in the United States have this kind of experience. And President Trump, he remembers how President Reagan 30 or 40 years ago was fighting against the Soviet Union. He called it evil empire and stuff like this. So it was also a war in Afghanistan when Soviet Union invaded to Afghanistan. It's almost the same situation like now Russia invaded to Ukraine. And President Reagan set up situation and stopped the war, and Soviet Union destroyed, and everything happened really good and nice. So, President Trump, he is a witness of these events. So he knows how to deal. To avoid the war between United States and Russia, how President Reagan avoided the war between Soviet Union and the United States, and get a victory. This is what President Trump is supposed to do. Because I'm sure Putin doesn't want to stop a war. He believes he is strong enough to win this war. Ukraine doesn't want to stop because we want to wear land back. European Union doesn't want to stop the war because they believe they're going to be next victim, and while Putin attacking Ukraine, he will not attack European Union. So all parties are interested in this war, except President Trump. And he is only person who pushing peace down. It's hard work, you know. It's really hard for this adult person. Aria, Russia has right to protect its integrity. Never will let to deploy missiles. You know, Aria, I don't know where you take this stuff from. Missiles can be started, you know, from here, from United States. They don't need to be close to Russian borders. But at least Trump has secured the border. Not only this, you know, prices go down, economy is growing up, our markets are in highest position ever in history. Life is getting better, energy is cheaper, so it's a lot of stuff. And you know, everyone is going to Trump, to White House now. He is turning back with honor we have, our nation have. And you see it's happening. Everyone is coming to, everyone hates Trump, you know, with leaders, European leaders, Asian leaders, they all hate Trump. And they still coming here in White House. He doesn't go anywhere. They all come here to United States to see President Trump. Even Putin came here to see President Trump. So it means he works. Yeah, we just got to give it time. Yes, we have to give it time. It's I say it's normalizing. Our life is getting normal again. It's getting back how it's supposed to be. So I guess everything gonna be okay. But it's not only Trump who it's depending of, because the war, what these people do, like Putin, this Chinese guy, you know, North Korea, and it's a few people in the world who wants the war. And now Trump is trying to stop the war. You know, the war is spreading around, and Trump is trying to stop it. And this is correct. It's supposed to be like this, I guess. It's correct position. And I don't know if he's going to be completely successful at this situation. And what's going to happen when Trump leaves? Who's going to be next president? This is all questions. Because Trump, he is only for 3.5 years here. And Putin, he's sitting already 25 years. And he's going to sit next like 10, 15 years. And okay, we can wait until Trump is here. And after Trump leaves, the war gonna start again. This is how I see. I hope with Trump activity gonna be successful, and he will stop the war in Ukraine. But no guarantee. And he is making really strong steps toward peace, because he is ready to provide security guarantees to Ukraine. Of course, he's saying from European countries and stuff like this, stuff like that, but still, European countries completely depending on United States about, you know, weapons, about military financing and stuff like this. So it's still gonna be United States protecting Ukraine and all Europe, and it's gonna be like this. President Trump wants, we buy our weapons, because usually we just give it for free. So American taxpayers buying weapons for Europe and for Ukraine, and it's not supposed to be like this. President Trump believes. Somewhere he is right. But global dominance, it's the thing where you have to pay if you want to have global dominance. And you know, maybe President Trump doesn't want it, but he's supposed to be, because we are at this position already. We're already here. To change it, it's to change the world, it's not that easy. So we don't know what's gonna happen. So guys, ask me some more questions. Let's talk. It's late night here in Los Angeles. very warm and good weather. Where are you? Tell me, where are you from? Where are you now? Also, you know, with operation in Washington, D.C., President Trump doing now to restore law and order. And it's already 5 Republican states ready to deploy their National Guard to Washington, D.C. to support Trump at his business there. And it really works, I guess, because situation is also changing. And I don't, Democrats, they don't want it happen for some reason. I don't know why. Hi, Tom, give me your like and subscribe my channel. So let's see what else happening. You know, after this political explosion with Ukrainian crisis, with Ukrainian war, we're gonna look boring, I guess, because no bright events gonna happen. If only Zelensky meet with Putin. This can be really interesting too. What do you think of Newsom? Newsom, you mean Governor Newsom of California? He is weird, I think. He is weird, I think. I don't know what to say. He is a regular Democrat, and he looks like President of the United States supposed to look, like visually, how he looks. He is tall, nice, handsome guy. He have good speech and stuff like this. So he can try to fight for presidency. But I don't think it's going to be successful for right now. California not in good state. California is not in good state. And a lot of money stolen, a lot of money lost, you know, and people see it. But at the same time, he is doing a lot of stuff, you know, for poor people, and it's also necessary. Oh. Okay, bye-bye. So, but Newsom not gonna win. I think Kamala Harris, she had more chances to win in the president election than Newsom. It's not time for Newsom. He doesn't have principles, and he does not know real life compared to Kamala Harris. So see you soon. So it's not for everyone, it's for Shedlet 7. So this is what's happening, guys, here in California. And we still live better than the most countries in the world. I don't think it's any country in the world live better than California. So yeah, it may be not as good as some like Florida, but it's still good. And you know, I am from Florida. I'm Miamian. And I have a lot of friends and my relatives, my wife relatives lives in Miami. And they say it's slow, like business it's slow. And here business is popping, despite this Newsom. So what to say? And it's never good when federal government fighting with state government, you know? It's not good for people. We have to collaborate, and we have to know how to make deals. Yes, we have, you know, maybe opposite interests, but that's why government exists. We have to negotiate our interests and find the balance. Then it's everything gonna be okay. This is what Russia and Ukraine don't know how to do. That's why it's war. And we don't want nothing like this happen in our country. We have enough what's happening over there, overseas. And you know, Europe is always infected with wars, and it's usually Germany and Russia who is starting them. And 2 world wars, what we had, United States always helped to stop it, always helped to finish the war. Pretty sure he just steals money. Who? Newsom? I don't think he steals money. He is a rich guy. Of course, something they do, because we're not gonna sit at this place with no reason. It's not Europe. You know, here people work for money, and like $200,000 a year salary for a governor, it's nothing. It's everyday spending for people like him. And of course we do stuff, of course. And it's a part of American political tradition, and it's not only here, it's everywhere. You think DeSantis does not do something like this, Tom? Everyone does. Everyone does. And this is the guarantee of our freedom, actually. Because you see what's happening in the European Union, where we don't have it. When people don't have opportunities like this, they don't go in politics, they don't run for, for these seats, for presidency, for governors, because it doesn't have financial sense. And we see what's happening in Europe, where, gray people becoming politicians, and they presidents, prime minister, and they can't do anything. You see all these faces in White House, how they look. Who's blocked with hammer behind you? No hammer behind me, it's trees behind me. Nothing behind me. I'm outside, and it's trees and it's night. Guys, ask more questions and give me some more likes. Let's talk more about. I have to tell you some interesting stories about. Or it's not gonna be long stream today, I guess. Now people start talking about, mysterious comets shooting through the solar system and stuff like this, because this story about these summits in White House and in Alaska, now everyone tired and no more news, people don't know what to discuss. So this is what's happening. Okay, guys, I think we have to finish for today. It's not long today, but we really don't have nothing to talk about because no news today. And tomorrow I'm gonna tell you some interesting story from history. Today I didn't have really enough time to get prepared, but tomorrow I'm gonna tell you something interesting from our history. Yesterday we had interesting talk about Chernobyl, with disaster on nuclear plant in Soviet Union, in Ukraine. Now it's Ukraine, but at that time it was Soviet Union. And why it's happened, it's how history teaches us to be now. And we have a lot of historical analogies with what's happening right now around. We live in a really historical time, and all these events, what we're talking about, with summits, with meetings between Putin, President Trump, Zelensky, European leaders, also with China, with India, with everyone, it's really historical changes, and the world never be the same like it was before. The world is really changing, and very soon we're gonna live in completely different world, and I'm sure this world gonna be better and more safe place. But it may be war, but it's not first time in human history when the war happening, big wars. And after them, usually always better. People start to live better. Technically, everything evolving, everything developing. So I think it's everything gonna be good, and I wish you all the best. And thank you for watching me at this late time. It's almost 1 of morning here in Los Angeles. I really glad to see you all here, and thank you for your likes and subscribe my channel. And thank you. Have a good night.